there?
Checks in the mail for putting us back. Remember that for tomorrow. Yeah, no worries. I had to switch it up. Yeah, I'm not here tomorrow, so we're good. Oh. I was going to say, 3 o'clock you're up here. You can say that. Today? Yeah. Yeah, arguably you can't say. It's been a great breeze. The sun was up there.
Are you going to be drunk on us at the sun would be behind us already. It is not.
It's going to be
Good evening, graduates, esteemed colleagues, family, and friends, and welcome to Tustin High School's 100th commencement ceremony. My name is Melissa Trout, and I'm honored to represent Tustin High School as this year's Teacher of the Year. Thank you to our Tustin High School band, under the direction of Mr. Michael Fisk, for playing the procession as our graduates entered onto the field. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce graduating seniors Rochelle Agaro and Haley Oki, who will sing the national anthem. Audience, please stand. Gentlemen, including senior boys, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening, Tillers. Tonight is an extraordinary evening. Not only do we get to acknowledge and honor the class of 2022, but we get to celebrate the rich Tustin tradition as the school graduates its 100th class. To the audience, as a reminder throughout the ceremony, please honor the graduates and those sitting around you with appropriate, respectful, and kind behavior so that everyone can enjoy this proud moment. 100 years ago, Tustin High School's first graduating class of 53 seniors stepped across the stage to receive their diplomas. The world was very different in 1922. Not a single one of those teens knew what a cell phone was or how to post a selfie with the perfect filter. 100 years ago, women had just received the right to vote, but not a single female was allowed to participate in high school sports. And while space travel and exploration is part of our current reality, in 1922, it only existed in science fiction novels. Yet even though 100 years separate this centennial group of 540 seniors from that first group, it is easy to see how similar the classes are. Both groups know what it's like to survive a global pandemic. Both groups remain the only high school in the nation with the Tiller as a mascot. And while the physical campus has changed dramatically over the years, the extraordinary experience of being part of the Tustin family remains the same. To the family of the graduates, the faculty and staff of Tustin High School would like to thank you for sharing with us and entrusting us with your legacy, your children. They are unique, they inspire us, they are full of hope and promise, and in just a few short moments, they will officially be graduates of Tustin High School. The poet Maya Angelou once said, "I encourage you to live with life, to be courageous and adventurous, and to give us a tomorrow more than we deserve." And like the 26,819 Tiller graduates who have walked these halls before you, always remember that once a Tiller, always a Tiller. Now I'd like to introduce you to the principal of Tustin High School, Dr. John Tuin.
Thank you, Mrs. Trout. My privilege, and I would like to introduce the distinguished guests seated on stage with me this evening. Representing the Tustin Unified School District Board of Education is Board President Jonathan Avelove, Board Clerk Allison DeMichaelis, and Board Member Lynn Davis. Also with us this evening is Superintendent Dr. Mark Johnson, Chief Financial Officer Tony Soria, Assistant Superintendent Special Education Dr. Amy Lambert, Assistant Superintendent Administrative Services Dr. Grant Litfin, and as you heard from our Tustin High Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Melissa Trout. Accompanying her is Associated Student Body President Christopher Espino, and Speaker and Graduating Senior Gabriel Samcam Vargas. How wonderful it is to celebrate the class of 2022 in our graduation ceremony. I am so grateful that we can celebrate the culmination of your Tustin High School experience both in person and all together in one ceremony. You are a special class for so many reasons, not the least of which is that you brought us into, through, and now onto the other side of the pandemic. You persevered and determined not just to finish, but to thrive under some of the most challenging scenarios. Well done. You did it. And this is about celebrating your accomplishment. I am extremely confident you will go forth from Tustin High School and literally change the world. Your class of 2022 endured and proved worthy of the title, 100th graduating class. I am extremely confident you will use your perseverance muscles that you've developed the last years to accomplish extraordinary things. But as you power forward, remember something really important. You don't have to prove your self-worth. Yes, go on and help others and do amazing and meaningful things, absolutely. But never out of proving your value as a person, because you are enough. You are a tiller, always. At this time, it's my privilege to introduce Gabriel Sancam Vargas to deliver his speech, The Tiller Spirit.
Thank you. Thank you. 2 words we utter more often than we think. Whether stepping off the bus, getting handed a pen during an early morning class, or taking the coffee from the coffee shop, these 2 words take seconds to utter, yet make up hours of our lives. But how about when it's bigger things? Well, I say thank you to you, teachers, administrators, supporting staff, and parents for your unconditional support. I am also grateful for our school counselors who give their best every day to support us. From simple tasks like a schedule change to a letter of recommendation, they have had our backs since the start. And of course, a big thank you to my own family, who has supported me these past 4 years. Without you, I would not be here. I met you all 4 years ago before high school began, and I can honestly say this was not at all what I expected. But then again, I'm not sure what I expected. As a kid, I used to dream of coming to America. My dream came true when at the age of 14, I embarked on a journey to the United States in search of opportunity and a brighter future, escaping from socio-political instability in my home country, Nicaragua. I did not speak English, but the Tillers were among the first people I met here. I still remember feeling excited yet scared about what I might encounter here. To my surprise, I found a welcoming community, and I think future generations will too. But right now, we are only a small fraction of the millions of kids graduating high school this year. And while we may not cure cancer, save the world, and end climate change, I do find solace in knowing that among you are the brightest, kindest, most innovative students a person could ever know. When I hear you all have volunteered, held jobs, participated in schools, and dealt with all of your responsibilities, all while coping with the normal stresses of normal life, you inspire me. We were forced to stay at home and go to school through Zoom from our bedroom in our pajamas, but the spontaneous turning off of cameras, the chaotic chats, the awkward staring at each other, the study Zoom sessions that were never productive, and the classes that were never on topic, Ms. Primo, are things this great class will never forget. In reflective moments, though, our high school journey reminds us that what we accomplish depends not only on our talent and effort, but also on the care of others. Seated before me are the countless athletes, artists, and scholars with enthusiasm and passion. But behind every story of success is a coach, teacher, and mentor working behind the scenes to build a more resilient school. Tillers, we are all fragile and flawed in our own ways, yet we can do tremendous good and truly be, as crazy as it sounds, whatever we want to be. That astonishing combination of weakness and courage is part of what defines the human condition, and we all share it. We share it without regard to race, national origin, religion, sexual identity, or political belief. We share it across all the wedges that too often divide us. Similarly, that same combination of frailty and aspiration animates the mission of this school. Tustin High is a community where imperfect but resilient, hardworking human beings support one another to learn, grow, cope with our limitations, and pursue the transcendent through scholarship, service, and the arts. I am elated to know we have younger individuals, just like yourselves, to help inspire future generations of tillers to greatness. I am equally thrilled to know this great class now has the opportunity to go out and show society the tiller values that marked these past 4 years. Remember, success will help you build confidence. Failure will help you build character. It is both that will help you build wisdom. Thank you so much for giving me the honor to speak in front of you today.
Wow, thank you, Gabriel. Now I'd like to introduce Tustin High School counselor, Mrs. Jamie Acosta, who will present our California Scholarship Federation students. In addition, she will also announce our Toyota Drive for Student Engagement. Mrs. Acosta.
Good evening. Founded in 1921, the California Scholarship Federation is the oldest scholastic scholarship institution in the state of California. CSF emphasizes academic excellence and encourages high standards of scholarship, service, and citizenship among high school students. Seal Bearers membership is based on a point system of pre-approved coursework and achieved by qualifying 4 or more semesters during sophomore, junior, and senior years of high school. Students who have qualified for membership each and every semester, a total of 6 semesters, receive the prestigious designation of 100% Seal Bearer. Seal Bearers earn the CSF Gold Seal on their diploma and transcript, along with the distinguished honor of wearing the traditional golden stoles and tassels at graduation. It is my honor to introduce Tustin High School's California Scholarship Federation Seal Bearers. When I read your name, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until all names have been read. Noel Abdelhadi, Jillian Alegre, Itzel Armijo, Noshad Aslam, Natalie Avila, Reagan Bagnall, 100%, Connor Bailey, Kylie Benali, Emma Benavides, Johnny Bernal Mercado, Ankush Bhakta, Joshua Brewster, Monica Caballero, Rachel Calvo, Edward Cantua Brego, Brianna Castillo, 100%, Betsy Chavez, Kimberly Chavez Anastasio, Michelle Cisneros, 100%, Nicole Contreras, Brian Edgar DeRoy, Margarita de Jesus, 100%, Randy Deloya, Carlos Diaz, Jasmine Diaz, Jason Dianes, Lana Drulius, 100%, Christopher Espino, 100%, Andrea Espino Orozco, Miriam Fernandez, Davelin Flores, Anais Galindo Martinez, 100%, Christopher Garcia, Genevieve Galuz, Jada Gentry, Brianna Gonzalez Iola, Cassandra Guerrero, Brianna Gonzalez Iola, 100%, Cassandra Guerrero, Karen Guerrero Andrade, Tiffany Guillen Saavedra, 100%, Lizette Guzman Talua, Edwin Hart, 100%, Amy Held, 100%, Anthony Hernandez, Nadine Hayari, 100%, Jeremy Heyer, 100%, Julia Karapetian, Maureen Keelan, 100%, Riley Kelly, Wasi Khan, 100%, Iman Shah, Alin Liazma, Abigail Lopez, Dylan Lopez, Gabriela Lopez, Michael Ma, Josue Marquez, Jonathan Martin, Alejandro Martinez, Jesse Martinez, Leslie Mahan, 100%, Grace McCary, Itzel Medorio, 100%, Ethan Mendel, 100%, Cassandra Mesco, 100%, Mariana Meza, 100%, Leslie Montoya, Melissa Mora, Bryson Enzo Morales, 100%, Brooke Munoz, Brian Nagan, 100%, Sherry Ortuno, 100%, Jean-Pierre Pastrana, 100%, Ruby Perez, 100%, Kristen Pham, 100%, Jason Ron, Ryan Reed, 100%, Eduardo Reyes Arciga, 100%, Giselle Romero, Andrew Sagun, 100%, Eileen Salazar, 100%, Alondra Saldivar, Gabriel Sam Cam Vargas, 100%, Dayanara Santiago, Ian Serenas, 100%, Brianna Shear, 100%, Angel Soria, 100%, Abigail Taylor, Isela Trinidad, Cami Trong, Litzy Uribe Suazo, Eliana Vandal, 100%, Carlos Vizuet, Madeline Vu, 100%, Oliver Willoughby Jones, 100%, Emma White, Emily Zarate, Alma Zepeda, yes, congratulate me, please, in honoring our 2022 CSF Seal Bearers. All right, you may be seated. I would now like to recognize those students who qualified for the Tustin Toyota Drive for Student Engagement. These seniors have had perfect attendance throughout their entire senior year. As I read your names, please stand to be recognized. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been announced. Gloria Aguilar, Eileen Aguilar, Jillian Alegre, Jose Alvarado Gomez, Noshad Aslam, Connor Bailey, Kira Baum, Heriberto Bautista, Andrea Baxon, Kimberly Bravo, Jose Bugarin Torres, Emily Chalabian, Razel Klein Cruz, Maya de la Cruz, Stephanie Delgado, Jasmine Diaz, Lana Drulius, Andrew Dryden, Christopher Garcia, Sahaira Garcia Ortiz, Diego Gonzalez, Jocelyn Guillen, Sofia Guzman, Lisette Guzman Talua, Lillian Jacqueline, Maureen Keelan, Wasi Khan, Gabriela Lopez, Abigail Lopez, Portia Lundberg, Alejandro Martinez, Asan Mavandadaripur, Yaleen Medina, Itzel Miranda, Annika Mitchell, Roderick Nakamura, Simon Nguyen, Fernanda Oblitas Lopez, Ashley Ramirez, Eileen Salazar, Alondra Saldivar, Justin Sanchez, Cristina Segundo, Jan Solares Pineda, Marvin Tamayo, Abigail Taylor, Cami Trong, Michael Tyler, Jenna Valdez, Eliana Vandal, Madeline Vu, Emma White, and Emily Zarate. This type of perseverance, commitment, and dedication has prepared them well for continued success in life. Our community partner, Tustin Toyota, has provided the Toyota Corolla that you see in the back of the field to be raffled to one of the perfect seniors from the 3 high schools in the Tustin Unified School District. While a Tustin High student did not win this year, please join us in congratulating these amazing seniors on their engagement all year. You may be seated. Ooh. I would now like to introduce one of our graduating seniors, Rochelle Agaro, who will sing "A Million Dreams."
Close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call mine. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, and it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. Say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sometimes. They can say we've lost somebody. I don't care, so come on. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to a world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
Wow. Thank you, Rochelle. And now it's my honor to introduce graduating senior Christopher Espino, and he will present his speech, The Work of a Tiller.
Primeramente, me gustaría extenderles una cálida bienvenida a todos los que nos acompañan aquí el día de hoy. Bienvenidos. Welcome. As saddening as it is to say, as it was to write, our work as a full-time tiller is swiftly coming to an end. Throughout these 4 years, we have experienced all sorts of emotions, colors, and climates. However, the memories and values we have learned from this colorful garden, yes, the garden that celebrates its centennial birthday, will remain a continuity deeply rooted within ourselves. In our lifetime, past these 4 years, we must build a garden of our own design. If there comes a time in your life when you find yourself wilting, remember your roots. Reach into your memory and dig deep. Dig as if you're planting. If you work hard, you'll remember your path. So remember. Remember your rough beginnings during the season of elementary school when you dedicated time to planting, to gaining seeds of knowledge, and to connecting the many roots. Remember when you tended the garden during your middle school season, watered it, and learned. Remember what you have discovered during the most recent 16 seasons of your life. Yes, your high school years. Perchance you found yourself replanting, making your path clearer by throwing out the roots, watering more, and watching the flowers bloom. We learned through being tillers that the garden is a work in progress. We've had things that didn't work, plants that did not grow, plants that did not fit, but we continued to till the soil. And when these hindrances make it difficult for you to continue to build your garden and secure a future of promise, remind yourself of the harsh and watering downpours that you faced. Like some of you, I have experienced what I used to deem an insurmountable and inescapable flood. I was homeless in the foster care system, living in an unfamiliar place. A future was but a dream for me. It was never a guarantee. It was a luxury that seemed unlikely in my eyes. In fact, we've all been there, one way or another. We found ways to navigate and survive 7 perilous seasons of high school in an unfamiliar learning environment due to the untimely pandemic. Luckily for me and for the rest of us, the sun came out to play at some point. In other words, I, like all of us, was rescued by the serendipity of life. We have been blessed to graduate as tillers. You are seconds away from receiving a degree that you have been working on for 13, 14 years. For this reason, I urge you wholeheartedly to allow the troubling times to fade away, much like a downpour. Let the process of evaporation take care of it. Seek help when it is necessary. Seek it. Be unafraid to be vulnerable. Asking for help is a gesture that only the bravest people dare to do. Life can be difficult. Sans mentorship, sans guidance. Trust me, I know. Seek out a warm and caring hand, much like we allowed the sun to lend a hand by providing its process of evaporation. Don't forget the work of a garden tiller. Tillers break up the hard. Do that with confidence and effective action. If able, if in a good place, then be the helping hand. Work to compact the soil into loose, broken up dirt that can then be used for planting. Pave the way. Make it easier for others of our race to walk the path you walked. Be the star. My gosh, the sky is not the limit. To set boundaries is to believe that you are capable of less than your mind's wildest dreams. FDR once said, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." No offense, FDR, but those words are limiting. They impose limitations on demarcations. They are far from the truth. I would like to reword his interpretation to, don't fear fear, because we are fear's greatest fear. Tillers, we are fear's greatest fear because if we don't fear, if we don't nurture it, if we don't grant it sustenance, then fear won't have a place to grow, to cultivate, and it will be unable to pursue its most vile ways. So, to you I say, tune out the fear. If it is loud in your mind, lower its power by lowering its decibels. After all, we are the creators of fear. Recuerden, vivir con miedo es como vivir a medias. Congratulations, 100. And as Elle Woods would say, we did it.
All right. Mr. Abelov and members of Tustin Unified School District Board of Education, on behalf of the faculty and staff, I hereby certify that the class of 2022 has met all the requirements of graduation as specified by the state of California, by Tustin Unified School District, and by Tustin High School. It is my honor and great privilege to present to you this class as graduates of Tustin High School. Seniors, please stand.
Thank you, Dr. Tuin. At this time, representing the Board of Education and all its trustees and the District of Tustin Unified, I accept this class of 2022 and the 100th graduating class of Tustin High School.
All right, graduates, you may be seated. At this time, the Board of Education and Dr. Johnson will award the Tustin High School graduating class of 2022 their diplomas. Congratulations.
Abraham Arango Ramirez.
Gabriel Sam Cam Vargas.
Fernanda Andrade.
Christopher Espino.
Ali Adam.
Artisa Arellano.
Jonathan Alvarado.
Lupita Aranda.
Yazid Al-Rahami.
Damon Anderson.
Madi Amajada.
Jose Alvarado Gomez.
Jillian Alegre.
Delilah Alvarado.
Marari Alba.
Giselle Alonso.
Chris Alarcon.
Shania Alario.
Andrew Aguilera.
Christopher Alcala.
Gloria Aguilar.
Jose Alarcón.
Anthony Adams.
Jonathan Aguanda.
Rafael Acosta.
Natalie Aguilar.
Noel Abdahali.
Eileen Aguilar. Dwayne TJ Afamasaga.
Jacob Beltran.
Rochelle Angelique Agaro.
Joanna Bello.
Kylie Benali.
Juan Becerra.
Christina Beltran.
Andrea Baxon.
Brian Bello.
Brittany Batista.
Samantha Baxter Schmidt.
Jose Bartolo.
Heriberto Bautista.
Ashley Barraza.
Kira Baum.
Audrey Versinius.
Guadalupe Barrios Vivas.
Vanessa Bailon.
Brian Barcenas.
Reagan Bagnall.
Gabriela Barajas.
Emmanuel Avila.
Connor Bailey.
Brenda Artiaga.
Natalie Avila.
Itzel Arhillo.
Noshad Aslam.
Baltimore Arguilo.
Sarah Arredondo.
Daniel Carpio.
Jonathan Arias.
Edward Cantu Abrego.
Flavio Carrillo.
Paula Cano.
Mia Carabez.
Monica Caballero.
Guillermo Cantú.
Cassandra Bustos.
Iliana Camarena.
Caesar Buelna.
Rachel Calvo.
Tamia Boykin.
Vanessa Bustos.
Joshua Brewster.
Jose Burgarín Torres.
Cole Bothwell.
Destiny Broiled.
Aiden Bishop.
Talia Bridgman.
Johnny Bernal Mercado.
Kimberly Bravo.
Martha Benitez.
Casey Bogosian.
Juliana Benvenides Camacho.
Ankush Bakhta.
Adrian Cortez.
Matthew Bennington.
Jimena Cortez Carrillo.
Emma Benavides.
Diana Cordova.
Nicole Cortez.
Esmeralda Contreras Forero.
Natalie Cortez.
Joshua Collins.
Abraham Cortez.
Michelle Cisneros.
Jocelyn Cordero Diaz.
Maya Cifuentes.
Nicole Contreras.
Mickey Chinchilla.
Joshua Collin.
Kimberly Chavez Anastasio.
Emiliano Cisneros,
Emily Chalabian,
Stephen Chino,
Clubber Silas Eugenio,
Silatli Chavez Merino,
Brianna Castro,
Betsy Chavez,
Stephen Castillo,
Jose Chaires,
Diego Castaneda Flores,
Mena Castro,
Carlos Diaz,
Evo Castrejón,
Jason Dianis,
Brianna Castillo,
Randy Deloya,
Jasmine Diaz,
Myra Delgado Reyna,
Brian Diaz,
Natasha Delgado,
Amy Diaz,
Stephanie Delgado,
Adrián Desabile,
Jennifer De La Cruz,
Jacqueline Delgado Sánchez,
Katrina DeBow,
Jorge de León,
Russell Klein Cruz,
Perla de León,
Eric Cruz,
Maya de la Cruz,
Cole Cowdell,
Margarita de Jesús Cruz,
Alexis Franco,
Brian Edgar DeRoy,
Alejandro Fonseca,
Victoria Cruz,
Davelin Flores,
Noah Cruz,
Jaslyn Figueroa,
Christian Cruz,
Serenity Fields,
Kailani Fontaine,
Miriam Fernandez,
Marshall Floyd,
Zanatul Ferdu,
Dominic Flores,
Donnie Esprizio,
Abigail Flores,
Rosa Espinoza,
Isabela Figueroa,
Lulu Ismail,
Jonathan Ferrer,
Andrew Dryden,
Eros Fernández,
Christy Drinkard,
Rubén Estrada,
Daniel Doroteo,
Andrea Espinosa Orozco,
Adan Gonzalez,
Christian Espinosa,
Juan Gomez,
Daniel Duran,
Jada Gentry,
Lana Julius,
Xiomara Gaitan,
Andrea González,
Anthony Gaeta,
Elisha Jalen Gomez,
Rudolfo Garduno,
Genevieve Gelus,
Crystal Garcia,
Nicholas Gaitan,
Alondra Garcia Garcia,
Fatima Garita Martínez,
Alyssa Garcia,
Dulce Garcilaso,
Christopher Garcia,
Zahira Garcia Ortiz,
Anais Galindo Martinez,
Jesus Garcia,
Nico Friel,
Erica Garcia,
Giovanni Heredia,
David Garcia,
Amy Held,
Santiago Galvan Tamayo,
Eddie Hart,
Armand Fuller,
Lizette Talewa,
Ashley Franco,
Mariana Guzman,
Sofía Luis Guzmán,
Tiffany Guillen,
Isabela Molotla,
Jocelyn Guillen,
Andrea Hernández,
Inez Guerva,
Aliyah Hatef,
Diego Guerrero,
Kevin Guillen,
Jennifer Guerrero,
Javier Guevara Cerrato,
Juliette Gordon,
Karen Guerrero Andrade,
Sama Gonzalez,
Cassandra Guerrero,
Marcos Gonzalez,
Brianna González Ulua,
Julia Carapetian,
Victoria González,
Mason Johnson.
José González,
Juan Jimenez.
Diego González,
Lillian Jacqueline.
Amita Karik,
Angelica Ibarra.
Francia Justo,
Hayden Hundeby.
Penny Jover,
Destiny Huerta.
Hayden Jordan,
Jeremy Heyer.
Torelli Jimenez,
Fernando Hernandez Cortez.
Henry Nguyen,
Robert Hernandez.
Audrey Holes,
Juliana Hernandez.
Esteban Igareda,
Jaslyn Hernandez.
Nadine Herari,
Anthony Hernandez.
Seth Hernandez,
Abigail Hernandez.
Julissa Hernandez,
Maquisha Lozano.
Davis Hernandez,
Yadira Lopez,
Riley Kelly,
Moises Lopez,
Jordi Lopez Escobedo,
Gabriela Lopez,
Nelly Lopez,
Diane Lopez,
Isaac Lopez,
Camila Lopez,
Anthony Lopez,
Abigail Lopez,
Destiny Lokijak,
Daisy Ginas,
Noah Lira,
Jessica Lynn,
Aline Lesama,
William Leon,
Brianna Lechuga,
Isabella Lares,
Kevin Lara,
Dylan Lopez,
Imon Cha,
Daniel Lopez,
Wasi Khan,
Leah McKenzie,
Maureen Keelan,
Aaron McInnes,
Jordan McZeal,
Leslie Mayen,
Jenna McKee,
Luis Martinez,
Grace McCary,
Jesse Martinez,
Azan Mavandadipur,
Hannah Martinez,
Jonathan Martinez,
Alejandro Martinez,
Jennifer Martinez Serafin,
Justin Marquez Rios,
Jonathan Martin,
Josue Marquez,
Marilyn Marquez,
Yahir Marin Martinez,
Brian Marquez,
Bruce Mamea,
Sahiba Manoka,
Michael Ma,
Pablo Magallanes,
Jorge Luna,
Portia Lundberg,
Quebec Monje,
Alam Mora,
Melanie Molina,
Alexander Monroy,
Annika Mitchell,
Amir Mohammed Lagra'a,
Alondra Mireles,
Martin Macinas,
Mariana Mesa,
Izel Miranda,
Chelsea Mexia,
Odalis Mexia,
Agustin Meraz,
Cassandra Mescal,
Andres Mendoza,
Yahir Mendoza,
Ethan Mendel,
Allison Mendoza,
Anexia Melendez,
Gael Mina,
Gerson Mejia Yaso,
Daisy Melchor Basabe,
Daniel Mejia,
Itzel Medorio,
Yaelin Medina,
Rebecca Medina,
David Medina,
Jay Orozco,
Kimberly Olvera,
Abigail Orozco,
Jose Oliveros,
Ivana Oregon,
Fernanda Oblitas Lopez,
Bailey Olson,
Merlin Nieto,
Alexis Nunez,
Justin Wen Chow,
Daniel Nieto,
Brian Nan,
Simon Nguyen,
Samantha Neshiwat,
Andrew Nesmith,
Charlie Nava,
Isaac Nava,
Roderick Nakamura,
Brooke Munoz,
Grace Mulligan,
Stephanie Mosqueda,
Noah Morton,
Renee Morfin,
Edwin Moran,
Bryson Enzo Morales,
Melissa Mora,
Kimberly Quintana,
Leslie Montoya,
Vanessa Pisil,
Brian Pisil,
Delaney Peterson,
Kristen Pham,
Ruby Perez,
Sergio Perez,
Edgar Perez,
Miguel Perez,
Magna Pelez Gonzalez,
Areli Perez,
John Pierre Pastrana,
Ander Piloy Castro,
Felix Partida,
Amanda Perry,
Brandon Palma,
Mauricio Parada,
Alexa Padilla,
Crystal Palacios,
Ashley Oviedo,
Cynthia Oseguera,
Sherry Ortuno,
Ashley Ortiz,
Miriam Ortega,
Jose Ortega,
Haley Oki,
Alex Orozco,
Thomas Roberts,
Josiah Oregon,
Nathaniel Rivas,
Jose Rivera,
Nathan Rios,
Giselle Rios,
Alexander Ryder,
Eduardo Reyes Arciga,
Eric Reyes,
Ariana Reyes,
Shania Resendez Herrera,
Paulina Rescalvo,
Ryan Reed,
Jalen Reeves,
Banner Reballero,
Jason Ran,
Ruby Ramos,
Edgar Ramos,
Jose Ramirez Gavica,
Joshua Ramirez,
Uriel Ramirez,
Renaisa Rahman,
Ashley Ramirez,
Nathaniel Quintero,
Daniel Radia,
Daisy Ponce,
Andrew Sagan,
Ethan Salas,
Logan Rubio,
Jennifer Rosas Gonzalez,
Corina Rubio,
Tiana Romero,
Raylina Romero,
Giselle Romero,
Alexa Romano,
Michelle Roman Marquez,
Lisbeth Rojo Gonzalez,
Leslie Rojo,
Beyonce Rojas Reyes,
Stephanie Rojas Martinez,
Miguel Rojas,
Javier Rojas,
Evelyn Rojas,
Melissa Rogel,
Natalie Rodriguez,
Sabrina Rodriguez Mejia,
Mariah Rodriguez,
Michelle Rodriguez,
Jose Rodriguez,
Kimberly Rodriguez,
April Rodriguez,
Israel Rodriguez,
Christina Segundo,
Emily Robles,
Toby Schmidt,
Kimberly Silva,
Isabella Sacedo,
Victor Serrano,
Manas Sapra,
Jesus Segovia,
Dayanara Santiago,
Brianna Shear,
Tyler Sandu,
Ian Serenas,
Victor Sanchez,
Catherine Santos,
Natalie Sanchez,
Nicholas Santana,
Justin Sanchez,
Gabriela Sanchez Guillen,
Heather Sanchez,
Vanessa Sanchez,
Daniela Sanchez,
Leslie Sanchez,
Ashley Sanchez,
Gael Sanchez,
Elandra Saldivar,
Cindy Sanchez,
Joshua Salas Jr.,
Eileen Salazar,
Ethan Tran,
Isela Trinidad,
Paulina Torres,
Man Tran,
Angel Torres,
Brandon Tran,
Skyly Tith,
Brandon Torres,
Abigail Taylor,
Guadalupe Tochiwil,
Didier Tamayo,
Tobias Thompson,
Aldair Soto,
Marvin Tamayo,
Michelle Soparañas,
Leilani Swihart,
Dulce Solis Vizcara,
Angel Soria,
John Solaris Pineda,
Samantha Solorio,
Isabel Skelton,
Maya Smith,
Miguel Simon,
Cooper Slayton,
Skander Shame,
Jacob Sixtos,
Eliana Vandal,
April Vicuña,
Vienna Vargas,
Madeline Vu,
Carter Voorhees,
Carlos Visuet,
Jennifer Vizcaino,
Joshua Villaseñor,
Rosa Villarreal Villacaña,
Alex Villar,
Hector Viebre,
Jacobo Villalba,
George Vasquez,
Luz Vigil,
Ivy Vasquez,
Paulina Vergara Sendejas,
Daniel Villanueva,
Savannah Vasquez,
Jenna Valdez,
Elias Vargas Machuca Salas,
Litzy Uribe Suazo,
Carla Valle Morales,
Cami Trong,
Ashley Vaca,
Gabriel Trejo,
Michael Tyler,
Paloma Zuniga,
Oliver Willoughby Jones,
Alma Zepeda,
Jack Runyon,
Emily Zarate,
Salvador Zavala,
Ayana Catherine Zafra,
Roberto Zamora,
Aliana Yanez,
Luis Yepes,
Dorian Wimler,
Jalen Yandok,
Emma White,
Scott Wilson, Daniela White, that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, as ASB president, I represent the senior class. Graduates of the class of 2022, please rise. Having successfully completed the required course of study, having received your diplomas, please move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to Tustin High School, class of 2022. Congratulations. To my fellow tillers, it has unequivocally been my highest honor and privilege, and rest assured that I have resolutely served as your Associated Student Body President. A few moments ago, you sauntered through these ancient gates and onto this verdant synthetic field, with a tassel hanging on the right side of you. Though be reminded that your tassel now rests adjacent to the brain, know that the tassels are on the left side now, and that underscores their symbolism. Know that every path, regardless of destination, is uneven. So I'll leave with this. If there comes a time when you feel gray, then acknowledge the sun that came out to play. And if it also had a troubling day, then shine brighter than the darkest ways of one's day and illuminate the world with your contagious allure. Such would strengthen your aptitude to grow unafraid. Thank you, and congratulations, 100. Graduates, we will soon be leaving the stadium. If you are sitting on the black side, you will be exiting the stadium off to your right to the grass field area behind the visitor bleachers to meet up with your family members you came with today. Graduates sitting on the red side, you will exit the way you came in, and you will be led out through the cafeteria gates where you will meet your family out in the main parking lot. The front row will be led off the field first. We ask that you do not leave until you are directed. At this point, I would like to invite Gabriel Samcam and Isela Trinidad up to the stage. As a class, we have made so many memories and accomplished so much. And right now, we ask that you join us in making one more memory, our last T-Town chant. So be loud as possible. Class of 2022, please stand. We're standing. T-what? 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 Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates now will recess off the field. Thank you for joining us this evening for Tustin High's 100 graduation ceremony. And go Tellers!